Aloha and happy Sunday afternoon from Coco Marina. If you joined us from our previous stream earlier this morning on the Blue Line Waikiki Trolley, I love it. If this is you're joining us for the first time on this stream, we took the Waikiki Trolley going that way, went to past Hanauma Bay, to Makapu'u Lighthouse, to Makapu'u Bay, to Spitting Hole and Cockroach Cove, and we are now at Coco Head Marina Center. We're all charged up and ready to roll. Audio's good. Video should be good. Take two, you're right. So I wanted to do this stream for a couple reasons. One, I want to show you what it would be like if you took the Waikiki Trolley Blue Line and you got off at the Coco Marina and wanted to either hike to Coco Head Trail, to Hanauma Bay Ridge, or to Spitting Cave and China Walls. So we're going to do China Walls. Honestly, if I were off stream, I would just run across the street because you cut off about 10 minutes of travel. You just run across there and people will let you cross. But for now, we need to do it the right way. We have to go across the street, up the overpass, down the other side, and down the street. So let's do that. Aloha again. Hello, Janet. Hello, Mary Kay. So we are at Coco Marina. A lot of really nice shops in here. There's Teddy's Burgers. There's Zippy's right at the very end. Of course, Starbucks. Gas station, we got us a water. There's Kona Brewing Company. I actually sat in a hot second floor, empty, no air conditioning, obviously, hallway to get the power that we have right now. So let's go do this. So we're actually leaving Coco Marina. This is the Loco Moco Cafe. It's actually pretty famous for their, as you would imagine, their Loco Moco, but they have a number of other things that's supposed to be really good. I have not been in there before. That, as you can tell, is the Leonard's Hot Malasadas food truck. Deja vu, I know. It's like you've seen this already. So I will tell you right up front, which is probably what I should not do. I should tell you this is going to be the most mesmerizing, captivating hike, but it's not. It's going to be going through by schools, by residential areas, nice homes, beautiful area. If you want to see how locals live, you'll see it on this stream. But then at the end is worth it. The China Walls, Spitting Cave, two separate destinations. One is about 10 minutes from the other. But that's what we're going to do right now. So if you take the Waikiki Trolley Pass, or if you want to just come and take an Uber, this actually Uber would take you and drop you off right here. You'd probably want to get a Leonard's after, not before. I took about 5 for the team, Lance. I was going to say the smart thing. Actually, the dumb thing to do is run across the highway. The smart thing is to do what I'm doing right now, but this will actually show you exactly what it is you need to do this same hike, whether you're going to Coco Head. Actually, if you're going to Coco Head, you can park right at the foot of Coco Head, but if their parking is not available, this is the next best place. This place is actually better than Coco Head because at Coco Head, there's a really good chance that you're going to be broken into, sad to say. That's Coco Head Trail right up there. Right around there at the very base, they have horse trails. They also have a shooting range, so you hear guns going off all the time, but that's a trail there. This is where you'd go, in my opinion, for one of the nicest. See, I would run right across there. I'd go right there right now, but I don't want to do that on the stream. I don't want to have one of the 19 calling me out. So we're going to cross here, go up and over the overpass, down, zigzag, and straight down that way, right there. We're going to go to China Walls first. If you want to do a beautiful, beautiful hike, this is actually where you would stop. You would park right over here, somewhere in this parking lot where it's legal to park. Take the exact route that I'm taking right here, go up and over this overpass, and instead of going that way, you'll want to go that way, and you'll go up to the third entrance, and it says, you can look on your Google Maps, that's the Hanauma Bay Ridge trailhead. And it says, do not enter, do not trespass, but you can. You just jump that little rock waterway there, jump over it, and you just go up and you go along this ridge right here. And that ridge gives you some of the most spectacular views of Hanauma Bay that you would ever see. And if you go all the way to the very end, you're looking back at Hanauma Bay. It's just an amazing view. We'll do that one time. Pay no attention to that red hand, please. Hello again, Marlee and Mayreen. Yes, I did. What, Lance? Oh, fantastic, Tina. Guys, do those reviews. I think that would be hilarious to have the Waikiki Trolley people say, oh my gosh, we had so many reviews just yesterday. The red hand and the, that was saying stuff, yeah, exactly, Lance, what red hand? The one that said, don't go. We are at Cocoa Head Marina Center. I know it's Cocoa Marina, but I call it Cocoa Head because I think that name is better. And I'm showing you what you would do if you got off. There's the blue line right there. Let's see if he sees that's John. John didn't see us. So if you take the blue line, which is a trolley that just went under us, get off right here, go have lunch. Actually, I wouldn't have lunch. I would just get off and do one of these hikes. There are 3 hikes around here that you can do that are really good. So you leave the marina and you go up the Hanauma Bay Ridge, which is along that ridge line right up there, or you do Cocoa Head, or you do the one we're doing right now, China Walls and Spitting Cave. Oh, that's great. Check out that view right there. Can you see those people in the white right there? That's about where most people get, and they think to themselves, what did I get myself into? From about that white spot up. That's where that's called, I think that's, yeah, it's called Quitter's Rail. Quitter's Rail. Or if you're an Aussie, it's called Lance's Trail. It's one and the same. Oh, this is an easy hike, guys. This is not, what I'm doing right now, easy breezy. It's just flat land, but I just love it just because it's different and it spits you out right onto China Walls. But you get a walk through. It's a lot of what we're going through right now. There's not a lot to look at, but you get to see, you know, these elementary schools. You get to see some of the architecture, some residential houses, and some of the coolest coastline is right on the other side of these houses. You just can't see it. This trail here, honestly, it doesn't look like much. It really doesn't. And I've done much steeper hikes, you know, weekly. But for some reason, this hike right here will grab you by the neck and it will cut off some oxygen resources that you thought you had. It just does. 1,048. That's where that number is coming from. I was 10 steps off. I was saying 1,038. I think it's 1,048 steps. Ooh, Ken, shots fired. Shots fired. Yes, you walk here from Coco Marina. Just exactly what I'm doing right now, Annette. And you guys know what kind of a sucker I am about. I don't know if it's family outings or something. I don't know what it is. Or maybe it's because I had such a horrible childhood with abusive parents that makes me long for all this paternal activity. But I just love this. I mean, playing softball with your family and going to the farmers markets and having the kids have a good time, do face painting, pitching, ball throwing. He's right. Yep, you walk here from, well, you can get an Uber, and an Uber will drop you right at China Walls or Spitting Cave. But this gives you a little bit of exercise before you get there, because once you get to China Walls and Spitting Cave, there's it's just a short little step down to where you need to go. All these people here, they are very much local. They do not care for what they feel I am. Check out these cranes. These are the second team of the security ducks in Waikiki. No, I had wonderful parents. They actually watch sometimes, that's why I say that, and they'll call me after, "Oh my God, why did you say that about me?" You folks will have to forgive me if I make a wrong turn up here. I'm doing this from memory. I looked at the map before I came on. I go, oh yeah, I got that. I know what that is. We're looking for Port Luck. And that takes us right down into China Walls. And Spitting Cave is a little bit different. It's like a zigzag. I pretty much know where that is. But look at some of these cool houses. You have Hanama Bay Ridge as your backdrop. No, they're not in California. I know, Mary Kay, that's the whole point of it. Keep you guys guessing. If I was literal, it would be boring because everything I say would be factual. I mean, when I give you reviews and factual stuff, that's factual. But when I tell you about my childhood and well, really just about my childhood, that's what I'm teasing. Everything else is, you can take it to the bank. Hello, Alan. So you can kind of tell a little bit of the difference in residences. So right here is where you see the big difference. You know, these are a little bit lower priced, lower valued residents. I mean, I know I'm probably going to get slack for that, but that's exactly the truth. I mean, they are. I mean, you can't, there's no denying. You get on this road, they're a little bit higher end simply because they're right on the ocean. Well, one more row on the ocean, but this is the first street from the ocean. I think you're the only one, Mary Kay. I don't even like it. Never kidding, Maureen. There's no future in it. There are a couple places here that are just, I think this is one of them, that the back lot area is just a plot. Let's take a look. Yeah, you can see over there. You'd have to tear down that house maybe. Yep, right down here, as a matter of fact. One of them, he actually lived on two different places down here. One was more towards that way on the main Port Luck, and not here. This is the one where he lived that had the sliding white gates. I think it's up here. Dog. We are the dog. We did his first website through A&E. Do you remember the show on A&E or Bravo called 6 Feet Under? Not the series. We did that one as well. Around the same time. Port Luck, or Port Lock, right there. That's where we are. See that? Yeah, he moved to Colorado. Now he lives in Florida, from what I understand. Yeah, I always thought that I liked him just because he was so raw. I didn't always agree with what he said, what he did, but I mean, who cares? What he did was, I mean, at the end of the day, he apprehended people. What I thought was offensive was Beth, his wife, who sadly passed away. Hey, brother. When she would take on the accent of whoever she was arresting, that was pretty offensive. She would say, she would be speaking in as clear, illiterate English as she knew. Outside of arresting somebody, sure enough, they'd arrest a Hawaiian person and they'd have him cuffed up. And she's like, "Brother, don't you know you broke bail, brother? Come on, man. You got auntie's money. You sit around, talk story. And don't make bail, brother. Come on, brother." Oh man. And then, which was worse, actually I don't think it's worse, I think it's equally as offensive. She would do that when they went to Colorado and they'd arrest African Americans. Oh my God. If it wasn't so bad, it would be comedy gold. Oh, is that right? I'm the only one licensed. Hello, Allison. I remember once they went and they arrested an Asian dude over by Ala Moana Mall. she dropped down the Asian accent, and I thought, man, they're going to be canceled right after this. It was hilarious. If you guys haven't known, I'm not as woke as the woke people are, I guess. Maybe that's bad, maybe that's good. But I take it all with a grain of salt. I think it's more funny than anything else. I don't take any of it serious. Yeah. Yeah, Beth rubbed people the wrong way. I think she tried to just force her personality on people. She may be part Australian, I don't know. Oh, there's a little bit of fisticuffs going on up here. A Donnybrook between these two cranes up there, it seems like. Oh, they hated Beth. I think they appreciated a dog. I don't know. I mean, I was here during that time. I spoke to him a bunch of times when we were building their website, but he was he knew his, this is what I'll tell you what I knew about him. He knew his agent was an idiot, an absolute moron, Greg. His agent was an absolute idiot. He was so difficult to work with, and he thought that they had he thought in season 1 they had what they had in season 8, and season 1 could have ended that quick. But after we built their website, we built it through A&E, but we had to interface with them to get details down, that type of thing. So his agent was an absolute moron. Arrogant, prima donna, like you would not believe. He was a relative. He was not an agent of any caliber. And but we spoke with Dog a bunch. Beth, not that much, because we were lowly web people. I mean, who needs a website, right? But Dog knew where he, or Dwayne knew where he excelled. And the son, I can't think of the son's name. Oh, what was the son's name? He was so cool. Such a nice guy. Super, super nice. Knew his place, knew what he was doing, knew what things were about. He knew it could have been gone in a second. So he appreciated and respected what he was given. So he was not difficult to work with. Limited resources. That's why he didn't return. And limited, it's difficult to take people by surprise when you're as known as you are. And Leland, that was his name, Leland. I love that guy. So nice, respectful, knew his place, knew the product. We sat down, myself and a couple of our project managers, we sat down and told them, said, listen, outside of A&E, this is how you're going to be able to capitalize with merch and public appearances and stuff. And their agent knew nothing about it. He knew about it. He had no idea how to do it. But anyway, yeah, he was a fighter. I liked him. He had a lot of grit, that young man. I know we should be talking about Hawaii, not stupid dog bounty hunter. But isn't this a nice hike? Do some of you like this? I just think this is a nice change from just a regular, hike. Dirt trail hike. I just love this. It gives you a kind of a flavor of what, what you can see when you come, if you want to do this, or maybe after seeing this, you don't want to do this. Yeah, it's a beautiful neighborhood. I mean, look at this. Looks like an abandoned property. Hopefully I'm not upsetting somebody. Yeah, this is really very shallow here, but it's not something you could really snorkel in. I mean, you could, but you're going to be fighting some of these waves, the currents a little bit. But it's a really nice afternoon to get on really nice reef shoes and not step on all the coral, step on as much. Oh, did I go the wrong? No, maybe I didn't. Doggone it, I think I should have turned up there. Yep, I should have. Well, let's go down here and we'll take a look. I should have turned left up there. Sorry, guys. But at least we get a look at this cool house here on the corner with the blue tile. Or no, maybe is that it right there? You know what? I think that's it right there. No, that's not it. That's what it looks like though, right there. I think that's a shortcut to it. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, we needed to take a right, just a little jog right, or left rather. You only get on a milk carton if people are looking for you, Gerard. Thanks, Linda. I know I can always count on Linda, Lance, Gerard. I just didn't think it was that far back up here, but I guess it is. I usually have a map I'm looking at when I'm doing this, and I walk right to it. I guess I can get out of the roadway, huh? I put my face on a longboard. Man, I didn't think it was that far back. It's not a... I'm gonna have to pull up Google Maps. I don't think that fork in the road was that far up. Those two cranes are still going at it. Look at them up there. You looking at me? You're talking to me. I think it's right up there at the end of this brown fence on the right. Yeah, it works. I'll check it if it's not this next stream, but it has to be. I mean, the street only goes in and out. I just missed the left little jog. See how beautiful they keep these lawns and areas here? I mean, it's just nice and clean, no graffiti, no litter. Beautiful houses. You know, when someone asked me what the street name was, and I showed the sign, I think that was the turn. Right there. What a dummy. We'll know in a moment. It's just a short little jog. If not, I'll look on the maps and we'll get it right. I just know we have to go this way anyway. Yes, some of them do have pretty big yards. Isn't that beautiful, just that ridge up there? Can you guys see that? On the stream, you can see the clouds kind of getting torn a little bit, it looks like, on the very tops of the mountain ridges. Thanks, Nancy. It's Port Luck and Lumahai. That would be hilarious. Let's do that. Let's have you guys tell me. But I'm only going to go off of trusted sources. In my memory, which is, I think this is what it is right here. I think this street. This may be one down too far. This may dead end. No, it doesn't dead end, I don't think. Yeah, well, that's what we're on. We're on Port Luck, or Port Lock, right there. That's where we are. This will be hilarious. I won't access the maps. That's where I am right now. Port Lock, right there. I think we can go this way. Just go up one street and then jog right on the other street. I believe that's what it is. Albuquerque. I think it's this street here to take a right on. Is that right? Or is that correct, I should say? No, I'm going to have 15 of you guys tell me different ways to go. This isn't it. This isn't the way to go right, I don't think. Oh, maybe it is. So here's where I am. Can you see that? Morning, Christian. I think that's it up there. That looks like it. Yeah, it's been 2 years since I've been here, but this looks right. Yeah, I know I'm taking the scenic route. I think this is it. If it's not, it's real close and it's going to be easy to make the difference up. But let's give this a shot. Well, I'm getting no help from you guys, so I'm going off of memory now. I think we go up here, take a right. Hanama Bay's right on the other side of that ridge right there. China Walls, well, we're attempting to. No, it's not hot. Nice breeze. Yeah, like and share just in case this is the last time you guys see me. I believe this is it. Ta-da! Look at how cool this, yeah, I'm like 99% sure it's that way. You can't really tell, maybe you can tell the speed. So I'm trying to double hump it up here. But let's try this. Hang on. Hang on, guys. It's down this road. I didn't take that doggone right when I should have taken it. Hana Pepe is what we're looking for. We'd go this way. What's up? So, about a year ago, I did Hanama Bay Ridge, and it was in August. It was hot. Super, super hot. So I go all the way down that ridge, and I'm on my way down to the marina. I said, you know what would be really cool? Is instead of going to the marina, let's go to China Walls and Spitting Cave. And I was out of water, and I said, you know what, I don't have enough energy to get down there, but I can stop and get a garden hose, a drink from a garden hose or something like that along the way. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you $1,000 if you can spot a garden hose on the exterior of one of these homes, because I would bet my life there isn't one. Not one that works. I actually found two, and both of them had the handles broke off. And I literally thought I was going to die. It was so hot, and I hadn't had water in probably 3 hours. I mean, I was profusely sweating, and there was no breeze. And I almost offered money for water from one of the people on the hike that were down at China Walls, but my pride told me, don't do it. You'll find a water source on the way out. I didn't. So I walked all the way back to Coco Marina to get water. Some of these water outlets you see now, they have locks on them, or they have no handles on them. It was treachery. No, I checked Google Maps. Did we lose connection? Did we lose connection there for a moment? I think we did. Oh, well, yeah, there you go. That's the other thing. I did bring extra water, but I left it about right there. Because as you do, you're on the trail, you're going along. You take the bottle of water out of your trusty, stylish, sexy fanny pack. You take a big old drink out of it, and then you set it down, and you take off walking, and then you get about 2 miles away, and you think to yourself, that fanny pack is A, not bulky, 2, sans water bottle. Sans is Lance is a Latin word for without, doesn't have, missing. You know what? I'm betting money. No, it's not. It's not up that way. I remember now. I'm remembering now. It's this way. Boy, how dumb am I going to look if it's not? Oh, I have water now. This is a hike a year ago. I did this hike for the heck of it. I didn't even videotape it. Didn't record it. I took photos. Have a lot of photos of it. I'll show you the street. Am I okay? No, I'm not okay. Yeah, I'm totally fine. I was just switching over a battery pack. No, I'm not getting at Google Maps. I want you guys to tell me. So watch where I am like 100% sure it's straight down there about another, because we didn't go, I don't know why I wasn't timing it, because it's about a 34-minute walk. And I'm going like double speed, not double speed, probably time and a half. But I just kept going. I think it's this street right here that we take to go to Spitting Cave when we come back. I believe that's the case. Yep, I'm really sure about that. But these are streets we're on. Popu and Hanapepe. Hanapepe is for sure one of the places. Actually, you know what? Hanapepe was a street we were supposed to come up off of Port Lock. That's what it was. So we were actually supposed to keep going down, but there was a cul-de-sac. We just missed that little turn. Doggone it. That's right. When you Marley, I trust you. Right on that Hanapepe. What, to go to China Walls or to Spitting Cave? I'm only going to trust Marley. Yeah, but we want to go to China Walls first. China Walls is right down there, isn't it, Marley? Right on that Hanapepe goes to, you go that way and then down to Spitting Cave. China Walls is that way. To China Walls you go that way? All right. All right, Marley is the Gunga Din of this adventure today. And I don't mean in the getting us water sense, I mean in the navigating us sense. See, that Hanapepe cuts into Port Lock right down here. We should have never come back up this way. What a ding-dong. Dang it, there's that house. And it's right down here. Doggone it. See these little lizards that come running out? I feel like an adult now, because see, I don't think that's the case. Did you guys go to China Walls?
Oh no, the China Walls is like...
It's like 2 street right there. Is this Spitting Cave down here?
No, this is like a little, like a shallow reef area, like the kids and stuff.
But China Walls is like that street up there and down and to the right, isn't it?
Yeah.
God dang it. Yeah. You're fired. Not you guys there. You guys are fired.
Could have also lied. So.
But I have your license plate. You guys. Now this is actually getting funny. Now I'm really liking this. Marley, you're fired. No more input from Marley. Please don't let me make it down the list to get to Lance. Oh my God, can you imagine having to rely on Lance? I don't want it to go to Google Maps. Because that's quitting. I've committed to staying with you guys, giving me directions. But we're going to go down the list. Marley, you're scratched off. And you're on the verge of being shunned. I mean, literally, how far have we fallen in our accepted level of quality in broadcast when Lance is our baseline of quality? Dios mío. Shoot, I've got another 5 hours of this in me. Uber's got nothing on me. Shut up, Marley. I'm just teasing. That reminds me, Marley, when you come out here again, let me know in advance and I'm going to set up a hiking adventure for you. It just reminded me. I remember this two-story place on the left too. I actually didn't bring enough water because I thought I'd be able to go right to this place and back. I think Marley has a hiking lesson in her future. For some reason, that road looks very familiar. All right, since none of you are volunteering, I'm going to take a look at Google Maps. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't called the cops on me. Some strange looking dude walking up and down the streets like he's lost with a big old recording contraption in his hand. It's that way. It's that way. Marley, did I tell you, Marley, about our meetup we're having in like 3 months? I'll give you the day and time to go to the airport and just wait for the plane. Come on out to Hawaii for a week. Hotel, everything on me. I'll send you the information right after this hike. Wendy Silva, you were the Jedi I never knew I needed until just now. Everybody on the stream, all 75 of them, 74 of them, are making fun of me, sending me in circles, telling me the wrong ways to go. See, now right here, it says Hanapepe to go that way. But I think it's that way. It may be down there because I remember, oh, you know what? I bet it is. I think it's down that, yep, it is. I remember because literally, see that? See that grass right there? I almost passed out coming back up from China Walls. because I'd gone without water. It was awful, guys. I'm telling you, I really thought, I mean, I almost thought about jumping one of these fences and drinking the pool water. I'm not even lying at all. None of these outside water hoses work. None of them do. Yeah, Wendy, Germany is a really nice area, but I don't think I'd want to be there during World War II. Time and place, amiga, time and place. No, Marley, it's not a trap. Please just go to the airport, though. God, this looks so familiar. This is going to be logged on. God, we just came down this road, didn't we? Oh no, we stopped back there. This is going to go down in Facebook live stream history as the worst live stream ever. But because it is, hang on one second. But because it is, I'm going to keep it going just because I think it's hilarious at this point. I just dropped something. Yep, I dropped it right back there. I'm going to come back and pick it up because I know anyone who walks past it isn't going to know what it is. This isn't it either. Son of a gun. This is, gee, are you kidding me? This is China. This is China walls right here. How stupid. So you remember we were going to go to Spitting Cave? We're going to go to China Walls. How dumb. And I'm talking about me. Okay, hang on here. I'm going to do an audio adjustment here, guys.
Not all of them are so big, but the neighborhood.
Before we go out down into this beautiful sacred place and watch this beautiful, wonderful water and natural gift that God's given us, can I get everybody just to look into the screen 1 second? Just everybody stop what you're doing just for 1 second. If you just give me 1 second of your attention. Lance, put down your drink. Wade, put down, you know what you're doing. And just look into the screen one time for me, please. You all are fired. That's it. That's it. You're fired. Back to regular programming. That's twice I almost fell bringing this beautiful view to you guys. Twice. We're going to brave this and do it while not falling. That rock slides about a foot too much. All right, how's that, you guys? Let's go this way a little bit. There's along these walls here, there's like levels that come up that they jump in and get back out. But people get rescued from this place a lot because it is no bueno to get in and get out of. I mean, it's not easy, for sure. Let me go down over this way. How many of you have been here before? I'm actually shocked that there's connection here. This is only about, I mean, obviously it varies, but it's actually pretty deep right here, but not as deep as you may think. But it's teeming with sea life. Lots of, like that, see that turtle? Look at that turtle right there. Can you guys see it? Right on cue. I asked him that turtle to float up here a little bit earlier, but he was close enough on cue. But they'll go down, they'll eat, stuff their fat face, then come back up. But there's a bunch of them around here. I'll try and keep an eye on him so I can show you when he comes back up. Did you guys see it or no? The turtle, I mean. The whales don't come inside this cove here, this bay area, but they go all along through there. Oh my gosh, that was not, that was a horrible splash. The guy landed completely flat. I can see the turtle, he's straight down there. I don't know if you can see right there. The visibility here is really, really high. Very good. And you know what's really amazing to me, and I've said this a number of times, is how neutrally buoyant and neutrally lateral and, you know, vertical and horizontal they can stay in the water with just their four fins. They can just stay right. I mean, the waves come along and they can just stay pretty neutral with just like their four little fins. Definitely an Uber drive what?
Dakota, let's drop.
To here? It's not a bad walk. I mean, we actually only walked maybe 3 blocks, 4 blocks out of our way. Thanks to Lance and Marlee. Actually, because of Marlee's blatant misinformation, I'm going to ban her name. She can stay on the stream, so we can't say her name anymore. Not until she's made reparations. So Marlee will be now known as the Unmentionable. What, Wendy? Wendy Silva, what were you saying? I swear that turtle has got the best wind of any turtle I've ever seen. He must have happened on the mother lode of coral down there. No, it's called Starbucks franchise, Marlee. Oh, I'm sorry, the one we can't mention. It's right beside someone. It's right in between two people's houses. I refuse to believe that that turtle scammed us, because I believe I still see him right down there. I may have. Let's walk this way a little bit. See, this is how they get out. Not real easy. Some people get in here. I believe it was right along that far wall over there. Some people get in and they just can't get out, and for some reason they don't swim down here. And then when the tide gets too low, it's when it gets high it's not difficult, but when it gets low, it's not an easy task. All right, that turtle hoodwinked me. Yeah, you're right. You first, Lance. I was going to go over there, but those rocks are slick. Because there's like a little spitting wall over there, but you see it better here, I think. See that? Watch right in here. See that right there? It's like a little flute that goes in and comes out that side over there. Watch. See it? Isn't that cool? Watch. Hang on one second. Oop. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay, watch. Isn't that cool? There's another coming up. Oh, died out. Here comes one. You can tell when it comes swishing around here, and it kind of comes out a little bit more, and then it goes in. It has a better, like that one. That was a good one. I should have shown you that one. When the current comes around here and pushes in, watch. It's a better one. Here you go, here you go, here you go. God dang, man, I've got hiking boots on and still it's like slick. Some of them are, it's not all of them. I know, I don't want to get wet. I don't want to get the phone all wet. Got on my left side a little bit. How cool is this? Now you can see right here, and that flute comes out. Okay. How was that? That's pretty cool, huh? Where is that stupid turtle? Sucker bamboozled me. See, like you could, I mean, I don't want to say anything disparaging about people who drowned here because it's sad, but I mean, for goodness sakes, you just grab the rock and pull yourself. I'm sure they think of that. Maybe something else happened. Maybe they are inebriated or otherwise compromised, but you can get in right here. Check out that. It looks nice here. How about that for a shot? There you go, Wade. You can actually feel it shake the rocks a little bit. Oh, I was going to stand right there a moment ago. I was going to stand right over there where that water just came up. I'm glad I didn't. How's that? How would you like to live in that house? Do you have it, Gerard? Oh, the current. Yeah, that may be it. The current may take them. This is, there you go. Okay. Yeah, you can hear the actual the wave almost comes kind of whistling, like a little bit whistling. It whistles a little bit because it goes like right around the corner, and then it goes right into that hole, and just kind of like a whoosh, like a sucking sound. I've seen people snorkeling out here before, by the way, too. And I would not snorkel here. Just because there's better places, but I bet the marine life here is incredible, especially along the walls here. This is a great place. People will sit out here during the winter months for hours and hours and hours and watch the whales as they're going back and forth through to Maui, Lanai, because Maui has that sanctuary over there, which is really rich with fish over there and the kelp and plankton and all that. They actually did a news story about, I'm not sure when it was, but you see like this wave right here, just out of the blue, it just breaks, and it's just breaking over this little reef point right here. It kind of comes up here, and you see that reef point where the water is. That's what makes it make that wave, but that wave just comes up out of nowhere. And if you're out there floating around, they actually did a, guys, that was about a 8 out of 10 slip right there. I just saved myself from pointing out here, looking and walking on this rock. But anyway, they did a story where they just threw like a little inner tube out and shown how, look at this dude here. See, that's the wave I'm talking about. The guy's going right along that wall there, surfing. That's cool, man. But they threw an inner tube out like that, well, that floaty girl's on. And man, it took it out like that. And if you were on it trying to save yourself or whatever, you'd still be floating, but you'd be out there quite a ways. But this just goes to show you that if you're not on one of those inner tubes, it will still take you out. See that way there? That is awesome, man. Gosh, I'd love to be on that. Yeah, I just caught the toe of my shoe on the front of that rock and about did a nosedive. Isn't that a beautiful view there, though? That turtle blanked us. He did a Jimmy Hoffa on us. He did a Marley on us. Just disappeared from all recognition and all acknowledgement. Gone in a second. One bad decision. I figured that turtle was out there just mocking me. Just stick his head and fin up and just making fun. You know what we're going to do, Lance? Just for you, there is a water activity where you can jump out of a helicopter. You can jump 20, 30, 40, 50, or 60 feet out. We're going to go do that. Shasta says she wants to do it. There you go. going to do that 60-footer. That's one thing, man. I'll jump out of anything. And I don't know why that was, because when I was younger, I wasn't afraid of heights, but I didn't go looking for it. But something happened. I really don't know what it is. Something happened. And it wasn't like an accident or something to where now all of a sudden I could do fast math computations in my head because I was struck by lightning. Nothing silly like that. But I just got to a point one day and I would see a crane, one of the building cranes up in the air. And I wanted to go on it. I had a friend of mine that was in Phoenix. I said, man, I want to go up there. And he was a good friend of mine. So we went up on a Sunday. And I said, man, I want to climb out on the very end of that thing. And I don't know why it was. Nothing happened. There was no event. But I just loved heights. And so I've chased heights, man. Went to Macau, China, did the world's highest bungee jump. Went to Zanzanji, they call it the world's most dangerous hike. It's like 7,400 feet. And you're walking along the walls in China, in Huashan, by Xi'an, China. And I just love it, man. I get, you know how you normally get like really nervous? It's like I don't know, it's like almost inebriated you feel, but you're not losing function, control, or anything like that. You're not losing control of your faculties. Everything is so much more clear. You just love, I just love it. So since then, I'll jump off just about anything. Unless I know it's going to hurt me, I won't do it. Of course, I'm not stupid. But if it's on the border, I'll do it. All right, so let me think here for a second. I don't think we do Spitting Cave today. I need to get my other phone and bring my phone with me because obviously I don't trust you guys. No, it's not in my genes. Maybe it is and it wasn't before, because when I was a younger kid I had no affinity to go up high. Now I do. Now I want to hike. I want to stand on the edge of things. I want to feel what it's like. I don't know. What did Annette Moody say? I didn't see that. Katsumi Baba. You win the best name of the day. That sounds like a drug dealer name in a movie. Katsumi Baba. Where is Katsumi Baba? Do you know what I'm going to do here? Actually, in Hawaii, they have what's called a halo jump. H-A-L-O. I tried to do it 2 years ago, but I was overweight. They have a 230 limit. I was 240. But a halo is an acronym for high altitude, low open, where they take you up to either 28 to 32,000 feet. Here I think it's 30,000, right at 30,000. There's only two places in the country you could do it, here and in Memphis. And in Hawaii they take you up 28, 30,000 feet or whatever. And you have to shave. You have to shave your face because you have to have oxygen. And you just jump out. It's out of a Twin Otter, I believe it is. You jump out of the back end of it, which is awesome. I've jumped out of the back end of Twin Otters at Lake Elsinore in California. But you jump out here and you have a 2-minute and 30 or 2-minute and 20 free fall. Yeah, high altitude, low open. So here's what we're going to do, because none of you are trustworthy enough. I am going to hang on one second. And don't start giving your Yeah, we'll come back and do Spitting Cave another day. This would be too long of a stream. I need to know exactly where we're going. And the person who will remain unnamed was no help. But we have a trip planned for her when she comes back. Oh no, I need to drink water. Thank you. I haven't even opened this thing yet. That's a really good point. Thank you for reminding me. Who asked me that? Did you drink water? Michelle. Michelle's my only friend. Michelle's the only one who cares about me. Thank you, Michelle. You're my new favorite. Yeah, but you know what I want to do? I want to do a good hike from... I'm so close. It's like 2 streets over, but we're not going to do it. Oh, don't be jumping on the hydration banner now, guys. Too late. There you go. Brand new. I guess I should have drank. I should have drank that a little bit sooner than I did, huh? If you guys are going to get bored, because this is the, see, right here, look at this. This is where I made the mistake. God dang it. Guys, like and share the stream, even though we busted it, it's a fail. We didn't go to Spitting Cave. But I want to do another, we'll do it again, where we go right from Coco Marina to Spitting Cave, and look at this green bird. Aren't they beautiful? Oh. Spitting Cave and China Walls. That one was such a bust. I'm embarrassed about it that we got lost like that. That's so dumb. But I'll come back when I have my other phone out. I'll just be able to walk it directly. And I don't want to rely on someone whose name can't be mentioned. Look at some of these beautiful homes. I just like this, how they do some of their fences, and I love that kind of, it's not corrugated, but you know, like the beveled kind of metal. Whoop, up there, I like that. So if you guys want, I guess we'll just go off of numbers. If you're bored, you'll log off, but if you want, I don't think we'll end it, just because I want to log it. But I'm just going to be walking back to Coco Marina. So if you log off, I appreciate you coming on. It was fun. Yeah, these houses here are really, really nice. I mean, if I didn't live in Kahala, I would live out here. I mean, I don't live in Kahala now, but if that was my choice, I live in Kahala, but I would live here secondarily. I do have a hat, I do have sunscreen on, but not like I probably should. Janet has the right attitude. She's not going to leave me up on this wall. So you guys can take an Uber from Coco Marina to here. You know, China Walls or Spitting Cave. It's the 36-minute walk if you know where you're going. It's a 3-hour walk if you don't. But it's like a 10-minute Uber ride. And then if you go to one or the other, a walk from one to the other is really easy. You'll walk from, I mean, I say it's easy. A walk from China Walls to Spitting Cave or vice versa is pretty easy if you have Google Maps. And if you're not relying on friends online to tell you how to go. I don't know why it chose to go over this way. The only way you can't get down. Boy, that is slicker than it looks, I'm telling you. I wonder why they have this cable here, Lance. Why do you think they have that? That's why they have it. God dang it. I twisted the heck out of my knee. God dang it. I wonder if I can get... Yeah, we're seeing this together, guys. God dang it. Well, I twisted the crap out of my knee just a moment ago. No curse words, no curse words, no curse words. Oh, God damn it. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. Didn't mean to say that. God dang it. Oh. God. Okay. Okay, guys, back. Did you see that slip? Did you see that slip? Good thing the knee I just twisted saved me from face planting. God Dang it. I'm sorry if I cursed. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching. God. Oh. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Did that pick up when I hit the ground with that other and just kind of like that? I always wonder what you guys pick up on that, but God dang it, man, I slid about a foot. Oh, God dang it, God dang it, God dang it. Well, I was going up. See that? It doesn't look that difficult, but there's a cable there for some reason. But I went from there and I went to down here. My left foot missed off of there, and I just kind of walked down here, right there off that little ledge, man. My left heel went like that, and that's the heel that you guys remember when I was out of town, I came back and I told you I smashed my knee on a screw head and a wooden floor. That's the knee. God dang it. See, all we had to do was go to Spitting Cave. We would have avoided all this. So we're going to go across here and go over to there. Oh, twist, it didn't cut, just twist. Gosh, dang it. It just, my body was on my left leg and it twisted like that. Now I'm in tennis shoes, so I actually should take them off and go on my bare feet. What should and do are two different things. Boy, and I'll bet you that's as slick as a... Okay, guys, flat feet, up and down, flat. Wow! God dang it. That's going to hurt tomorrow, boy. What am I talking about? It's going to hurt now. Boy, that is... Oh, look at those muscles. Look at how pretty those are. See that mother of pearl on those? And see all these snail shell type things? Gosh almighty, man, my knee is on fire. Wow, I tweaked something. But you see these snails? This is what some of those turtles are looking for, but this also means that it's fish heaven out there, because they're coming up here to eat these snails. I'm surprised there's not tons of birds up here just having a lunch. Gosh almighty, man, I could... All right, we're good. All good. This is called Little Beach. I just know that because of the sign. I've not been here before. This is all new to me. Ice. You put ice on your knee if you're an Aussie or a woman. It'll be okay. Oh my goodness, don't tell me I've got to go right straight back out this way. God. Okay, guys, I'm not going to curse. I'm really not. Elevate. No, we're on. I know this does kind of look like Honolulu Bay, doesn't it? But it's not. That's Hawaii Kai. Oh, this is for the 19. Actually, that's what we're going to start calling it. When I start doing directions, this will be another an inside joke for us guys. Okay, this will be another inside joke. When we call it for the 19, it's for the 19 people who hate when I repeat myself or point out where we are, you know, directions wise. You know, like, here's where we are, but just so you can get your bearings, that type of thing. Ooh, God dang, that's gonna hurt. Okay, so here's where we are for the 19. Oh, one more second. Sorry guys, sorry. All right, for the 19. China Walls is right there. Hanauma Bay Ridge, right up here. If you go right down there, past that tree line, right on the other side there is the trailhead for Hanauma Bay Ridge. Hanauma Bay is right on the other side. That's a great hike to go up. There's Cocoa Head. Let's go along the wall here and not fall in. Cocoa Head Trail right there. That's Cocoa Head Marina right there. Hawaii Kai is right there. I can't think of the name of the, I call it Hawaii Kai too, but it's not. I call all that Hawaii Kai. That's the, if you see right straight through there, there's the green kind of metal awning. That's the shopping mall for Hawaii Kai. And look at this beautiful view here. Let me just soak this up. Oh, I've got one signal for the 19 people. Tracy, I appreciate that. RICE. It's an acronym for Rest, Ice, Compression, and Elevate. Well, if I were female or Aussie, I would do that, but I'm neither. So I'm just going to suck it up. Yeah, exactly. I'll bet you if you had snail or some of the small crab as your bait around here, I bet you would just do really, really well. Uber. It's only 7 miles. 7472 from the Cocoa Marina, I think it is. And there's like three stretches that are pretty sketchy, because I almost did it one time from Hanauma Bay. Oh God. So did you guys see that? Did you guys see or hear that at all? I just slipped right on that little, right there. I've not slipped in a while, but I've done it 3 times on this stupid string. Doggone it. God dang it. I wonder what you guys sense. I should just... How do you get out of here? How do those people get out of here? Oh, don't tell me they went back up that way. That's going to suck. Is there a way to get out this way? You have to go back up that way? Up where the rail cable is? Fantastic. Well, we last saw Tony trekking across the treacherous reef cap here, moss. And surprisingly, he had function of all of his limbs when we last tuned in. Sadly, oof, gosh almighty, that one was so close. based on input from the Aussie and someone who will remain unnamed. He was forced to take a wrong turn, much like Will and Holly on Land of the Lost, and you know what happened to them. Okay guys, I need to unplug something here. God almighty, that's not going to be fun going up that little... You guys are hilarious. We're going to do this one-handed. Oh my God. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Oh, mother. God dang it. Piece of cake. I'd like to thank our sponsors. No hill for a mountain man. God dang. I just bent that flipping pinky back. God damn. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Dang it. All right. All right, all right, all right. I don't want to stop. If I stop, man, that knee's gonna start barking. Jill, I'm not an Aussie. Katsumi, look up China Walls, and it's the beach just, it's called Small Beach or Little Beach, just west or east of there, China Walls. All right, back to regular programming. Aren't you guys glad you stayed? I mean, don't be discouraged. If you had two hands on that cable, or if I just had one hand on the cable and one hand on the wall there, that would have been okay. But I had one on the camera and one on the cable, and I had to pull and grab, which was dumb, but we're good. A little dirt on the knee. Spraying little finger never hurt anybody. Well, I'm glad it's offset. It's something spraying on my right side and something twisted or pulled on my left side, so at least it's evening out. Oh yeah, man, I'm all right. If I ever get in one of these situations and call an Uber or start crying or bleeding or try to proclaim Aussie nationalism, then you know I'm hurt. Otherwise, I'm not. Oh, I've taken Lucille up Waikiki up to the pillbox, and that's one-handed. But I was one-handed and holding her, but I put her down halfway up, and she loved running up that little hill. She thought that was great. She actually ran up and ran down it to meet me, then ran back up it. That was a couple years ago. She loves it. Yeah, I tried to shut that bot off, but I'm not worried about it now. You guys just need to ignore it. But if you've never liked or never shared a stream, this would be the one to do it with. Dios mío. Yeah, man, this actually isn't anything. It's nothing real. I mean, I did sprain my thumb, but I mean my pinky, but I didn't break it. I just pulled it back. Just a spraying is all. It's just a flexing of the muscle and joints and tendons. A quick flexing of it. It's not breaking anything. Just pain. What's the one for? To kick Marley off forever? For putting Tony's life in danger? For kicking off the unnamed one? What are the ones for? Yeah, shared and like, please do it. Tag Waikiki Trolley. Make sure you guys send that review to John. I'm gonna give away 2 of those Waikiki trolleys to you guys on Monday or Tuesday stream probably. Oh, one is a Super Tony. Look at this. I can't outrun these guys. Out in the wild, dudes, on a sidewalk. What in the world? Watch this. I was not going to get off the sidewalk either, just on principle. I can't outrun these guys. They haunt me. One of these days, I'll make the audio better when we get down towards the highway. I just need to keep the power bank plugged in right now. So if it's too windy, sorry. I think I take a left here. And don't for 1 second anyone give me any recommendations. I will not be taking them. I think it's that way, it jogs that way and like that. Yeah, what I do for your entertainment. Yeah, it is. It's so clean. There's no graffiti, no trash on the ground. So while we're talking about the socially conscious topic that I just brought up, that's one thing that has always bothered me. Part of With the 19. I'll make a post, Tara will write a post, even Shasta, Cindy, when she used to write for us, we'd write a post about the not just Hawaii or Honolulu, but Tokyo, and as an example, Tokyo compared to any big city. But we happen to draw a comparison to LA and Honolulu. When you go to Japan, in Japan, if you guys remember, they had this little Donnybrook in 42 where they got a little tap on the shoulder from Little Man and Little Boy and Fat Man, or Fat Man and Little Boy, whatever it was. And they got demolished, flattened, crumbled. And you look at a photo of 1942 and you look at a photo of it now and it's like completely, something to behold. It's like amazing what they've done in that time frame. And this is where I think I hit a bump in the road. I think it's down there and take a right. And then you look at how Tokyo is now. If you go to Tokyo, they don't have any dog poop on the ground. They don't have any... It's that way. Hang on 1 second. I think it's down here on the left. Yep. So, they don't have any dog poop on the ground. They have almost no graffiti. They have almost no trash on the ground. If a street sign gets knocked down within 48 hours or if not sooner, it's put back up. There are some, don't get me wrong, it's not like surgical, but there's almost no trash on the ground. You'll never see cigarette butts being thrown on the ground consistently. Yes, you see them once in a while. Yes, you'll see the erratic can on the ground, but that's all you see. You don't see it habitually like you do in Honolulu, like you do in Waikiki or other areas. And those are both highly trafficked areas with tourists. And I'm actually telling you all this just to take the focus off the pain of my knee, which is on fire right now. My God. You just don't see that, and you don't have them say things like, and I'm not mocking the Hawaii people because they should be saying it. I mean, they should say whatever they feel. That's what they should say. Whether they should or shouldn't say anything or have anything as a mantra or should or shouldn't, it's not for me to say. It's not my place. However, you don't have people like in Japan saying respect our land, respect our culture. You don't see people in Los Angeles doing that. And what's the difference? Well, in Japan, they serve by example. You don't see any, and when I say any, this is a really blanket statement because you have a bunch of idiots over there doing things. They do drink. They're a habitual drinking community. They're not the best for women's rights, that type of thing. So they're not perfect, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about specifically environmental, graffiti, respecting culture. They don't tell you have to respect our culture. They don't say you have to, treat us with love, treat us with respect, learn our culture when you come here. And that's not being disparaging to Hawaii or Hawaiian people or Canadian or Alaskan people. I'm just talking about Japan specific. They don't do any of that. They lead by example because when you get to the airport, you step off that airplane and you know you're in a different place. you know you're in something different. You get into the cabs, they're meticulous. Their cab drivers are wearing white gloves. They have lace on the windows. Their cabs are just immaculate. And you see even the really inexpensive economy class hotels, they're impeccable. They don't have the most, the cleanest, I wouldn't say clean, the most up-to-date amenities, but they're clean. They're like sparkling clean. You know what I mean? Trash cans are not overrun. There's no graffiti. If there's graffiti on the wall, it's off the next day. And again, there are there are exceptions to the rule. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully what I'm saying makes sense. I just don't get it. I don't get how some of these cities are so rampant with, you have to respect us, you have to enjoy our culture, you have to know who we are and what we're doing, and to enjoy your visit here. And I know that's going to get some people in the 19 upset, but that's not my point. My point is that why is that when you come to Hawaii, they tell you, what's the one thing you guys need to do when you come here? Respect it. Respect the people and the culture. I think if they did a better job in doing it themselves, in my opinion, this is going to upset a lot of people, I think it would carry over. I think for the majority, the vast majority of local and Hawaiian people do that. But not enough so much that when you come off the island or you come off the airplane, you're hit with it like a sledgehammer in your face, like in Tokyo. Do any of you understand what I'm talking about or no? Yeah, many generations, many generations, you're right. But it's the same thing with LA. LA people say, hey man, you gotta know where you are, respect us, and lead by example. Make sure that every block should have a leader and say no graffiti on our block from now on. If you had one leader that's doing that on every block would look nice. You live in Tokyo, Irene? There you go. So you can even say, you can even tell us, if you go to Roppongi, all around even Shibuya Station, there's hundreds of thousands of people go through there every day. And yes, there's trash here and there, but it's not rampant like you would think. Like if you put that same type of traffic or that same type of nightlife like Roppongi anywhere else, you go to LA, you go to New York and see it. New York's a better example even. New York has all the different cultures, and they say, oh, you need to respect everybody. Dude, you need to do a better job policing yourself before you tell visitors. Or do it at the same time, There's nothing wrong with expecting visitors to treat your place nicely. But set an example. Let them know what nicely means. Let them know that you won't tolerate trash on the ground, graffiti on the ground, homeless everywhere. In my opinion. Lead by example. Singapore, exactly. Go to Singapore and talk about cursing out loud or throwing trash on the ground. See how that goes for you. I can't think of the station right outside of the airport there, but go there and spit on the ground or take a big old swig of beer out in the open and throw the can on the ground. Give me a call in like 3 days when you get out. Yeah, Irene, you're right. I've been in that station many times, and they're no nonsense. So anyway, I don't know why I even brought that up. Oh, I brought it up because this neighborhood looks so beautiful. So this is a great example of Hawaii and local people, just like I'm saying in Alaska or Scottsdale or Los Angeles and those neighborhoods that are nice. They just don't tolerate it. It's real simple. You clean it up really well one time, and then you just imply social construct that does not allow, does not encourage, and strongly discourages that type of behavior. I used to live in Scottsdale and Paradise Valley in Arizona, and there were rules and laws, and there were a lot of unwritten rules and laws. They just did not allow certain things to happen. And as a result, that town looks like this house. right here. See that? Not a weed out of place. Lawn freshly mowed. I wish they'd do that in Honolulu. I wish they would, or in Waikiki. I wish they would just one day, I know this is fantasy and I'm talking in platitudes, but they take from one means grandiose, Lance, that means hyperbolic, speaking by large example. That's what that means. Start at Kapahulu and just walk one day, clean up all the trash, hire prisoners or people, residents, whatever, just walk from one end to the other and clean up all the trash. And I know that's very, you know, fantasy, but you know what I'm talking about. Maybe do it in 3 days. But at the end of that, just send out a notice to everybody. We're not going to put up with any trash. And obviously it's not going to happen overnight. It may take 3 months, 6 months, a year. But over time, the people that do it will be taught not to do it. Hey man, just going to take a photo real quick, sir. All right, brother. All right, you have a great day, sir. I love that guy. He saw, what he saw was he saw an injured soldier like coming back from Vietnam. And his patriotism encouraged him to let me go by. How's that for a screenshot, Gerard? Hang on. Let me get this for you. There's another place called, 808 Cleanup. They do a fantastic job. Beautiful, beautiful job. Is that? Oh no. I thought that was a turtle coming up right there. Probably the one at Spitting Cave, mocking me, laughing at me about falling. You guys know what I'm talking about, but there are going to be for sure people who are going to pick and choose what I said and make it something that it wasn't, but you know what I'm talking about. I would certainly like to do that. I do. Once we get going to Hawaii's site up, I want to do something with, as a matter of fact, I own a website. It's called beautifyhawaii.com. That's exactly what it's meant to do. Once we get it up and running, that's why I want to partner with those people and put some money behind it. But that's my point, you know, these people, a lot of locals, they sit back and say, oh, well, it's the locals, it's the tourists, it's a da-da-da. Okay, whoever it is, it doesn't matter, let's fix it. Let's make one block in Waikiki trash-free, homeless-free, robbery-free, and work from there and work our way out. You may have to go back to zone 1 and zone 3 and zone 7, do it again, and back in zone 2 again, and back in zone 1 again. But eventually you just tell people that's not allowed here. I know it may sound like fantasy, but I think it's easily done if you just do it, put time behind it, some effort. And just an update to the one who will remain unnamed. My knee's fine. Thank you for your concern. Thank you for asking. Please don't take it upon yourself to shoulder all the blame. Some of that goes to Lance. But I'm just presupposing your high level of guilt. Rightfully so. Just wanted to give you an update. Yeah, people say, well, it's an opportunity. This is what I think. Without sounding too much more preachy than what I already have sounded. It's an opportunity when your place is loaded with homeless and bad people and drug dealing and trash on the ground. it's an opportunity to make it better. That's how I look at it. It's not a reason to point blame, but you have to identify the source. And often when you identify a source, you identify blame. But if identifying blame is not the first step. First step is to fix it by removing what the problem is and the thing that's creating the problem, and just make them understand that that's not going to be tolerated. Not heavy-handedly, but just matter-of-factly and usually pride-based. It's not going to be tolerated because it's bad for everybody. And just instill those values and those standards, really, which is almost impossible to do, because instilling those type of standards in people who are adults is almost impossible, because those standards are compromised because those standards were not taught to them early on. That's why they don't have the standards now. It's been my experience anyway. Yeah, it's beautiful landscaping. That was neat that John was a landscaper, our driver. He was talking about all of his interesting jobs. I like that. Oh, you know what? I was at that last walkout to the beach, and I was going, man, I wish I had some water right now. And I had it right here in my side pouch pocket. God dang it. Man, I haven't drank hardly any. Wow. I walked that entire time wishing I had water. I had a 3/4 of a bottle of it right here in my side pocket. What a dummy. Sorry, guys, for coughing like that. See, person who will remain unnamed. I'm assuming that's what people in Vietnam did when they lost a limb, like the injury I have. You know, they just carried their lost limb in one of their other hands, and they carried on until they got medevaced out. And they just dealt with the tragedy and the pain like I am. Sure, I should get a Purple Heart or Medal of Honor or something, but, and you know what? We came up one intersection too far, which is going to be a great lesson that it was not that first right, it was that first left, it was a second left to take. We can get the 228 trolley or the 315 trolley back. Look at this. Son of a gun. There's a crosswalk right here. Let's see if these nice people will use it. Or will identify it. Oh, look at you guys. Super cool. How about that? Look how nice they are. I was going to run across the freeway anyway. Thank you. Oh, Oh, there's the last one. This is John right here. Watch. Let's wave to him. He's going to think I want him to, because I got my ticket in my hand. I'll see you back there. That was him. Doggone it. He's going to be... Isn't it a 228 or is it 328? I'll have to check. Yep, didn't need to jaywalk. So you guys don't jaywalk. But what I was going to have to do is walk along here, go up that overpass, and zigzag and come back. Someone trustworthy. No Aussies or the person who will remain unnamed. Could you find out when the last blue line pickup is? At Coco Marina? I think it's 228 or 328. Sorry, Steve, I didn't mean to lump you all into the same gator pit. But I have my reasons. I could go into Kona Brewery and have a longboard and wait. Because if it's the 3 o'clock one, dude, I am not waiting at this bus stop for an hour and 10 minutes. Ginny and I love it. $3.22. Linda, are you messing with me? Could we get a confirmation on that? Because it doesn't matter. I'll get an Uber. It doesn't. I can do that. I do like the respect that people are giving me. They're giving me this sign. It must be like a military sign. They keep going like that. It must be that they know I'm injured during service. And they know the struggle. They know the sacrifice I make. All right, fellas, you know what's coming up. I hope you learned a little bit about navigation and a little bit about China walls. And I know you suckers laughed a lot at my expense. But I appreciate every minute you gave me today. I know you don't have to be here. You have a lot better places to be, but this is where we started. This is where we're going to end it. Mahalo. Aloha. Love you guys.